Year 10 Polynomial Exam Practice Question 15. A cubic function is defined in terms of the positive constant k as the function of x is equivalent to x to the power of 3 plus x minus 1 in brackets x squared take away x to the power of 3, where x is all real numbers. It is further given that when f of x is divided by x minus 3, the remainder is 18. Determine the value of k. So the first thing that we need to do is really understand that for this to equal 0, because that's what we'll normally do, is in terms of to find x is 3. So, first thing I'm going to do is evaluate when x is 3. So let's have a look at that. So the first thing I'm going to do here is have a look at this question where it says I've got x, so I've got 3 to the power of 3, plus, in brackets, k minus 1, and then I have x. X is 3, so I've got times 3 squared minus k to the power of 3. Now it says that the remainder from this is 18. So that means this must equal 18. The next step is I need to simplify this. 3 to the power of 3 is 27. 3 squared is 9. So 9 is being times by everything in the bracket. So it becomes 9 times k and 9 times negative 1, which is negative 9. Take away k to the power of 3 is equal to 18. The next step is I need to look at, getting my constants together and simplifying it. So straight away I've got these two right here. So I've got 27 and I want to take away 9, which gives me 18. So 18 plus 9k, take away k to the power of 3 is equal to 18. Now the next step that I need to do here is I want it to equal 0. So if I just take away 18, it will equal 0. So that gives me 9k take away k to the power of 3 is equal to 0. I'm just going to move this around and rewrite it just in a form that I would prefer, of negative k to the power of 3 plus 9k. The next thing I need to do is look at what is a like term here. And a like term that I have is k. So straight away, I'm going to take out k. That leaves me with negative k to the power of 3 plus 9 is equal to, negative k to the power of 2 plus 9 is equal to 0. If I could have taken out negative 1k, which meant that it would be k squared minus 9 is equal to 0. Both are correct. You can do it either way. I'll keep it in this way now. So it all depends on what you prefer. So the next thing I need to do is I need to work out each of these because I need them both to equal 0. If this is 0, everything's 0. So k can be 0. But if we go back up, it doesn't say anything, so that's okay. So k is able to equal 0. Then it says over here, we've got k squared minus 9 is equal to 0. So if I simplify this, it is k squared equals 9, because I add 9 to both sides. And then finally, for k, I square root 9. So square rooting 9 means k will equal 3. So we've got two answers at the moment. But it says here, terms of a positive constant. So 0 is neutral, so we need to look at k is 3. So straight away, that helps me out now. So I'm going to fix this question up. So, if k is 3, I'll take away the k and put in a 3. Now I'm going to rewrite my question so I can do the next one part. So, that means I have the function of x, and that is equal to x to the power of 3. 3 take away 1 is 2, so it's plus 2x squared. And then I've got minus 3 to the power of 3, which is 27. Okay. So that's us just slowly getting there. Now, the next step, we found k. It says find the remainder when the function of x is divided by 2x minus 5. So again, we are using the remainder theorem. Now, when you look at this, for this to equal 0, x has to be 5 over 2. So that means all I am doing is putting in 5 over 2 as my x value. Okay, so that just means I've got 5 over 2 to the power of 3 plus 2 times 5 over 2 squared minus 27. Now this is where we can break it down. This power of 3 is 5 over 2 times itself times itself. So that means the numerators are timesing it by itself 3 times and the denominators are. So 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. And the same with the denominator. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Then I look at my next fraction. I'll keep the 2 here for now. Because it's 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 2 is 4. But then it's got 2 times that fraction. So 2 times 25 is 50. So I can change it and make it 50. So now I've got 125 over 8 plus 50 over 4, take away 27. So to make it easier, I'm just going to do an equivalent fraction and times both of these by 2. So I'm doubling 4 to get it to 8, and I'm doubling 50 so it stays the same. So it's 100 over 8. That gives me 125 plus 100, which is 225 over 8, take away 27. Now this is where we are able to use a calculator because it just makes it a lot easier. So 225 divided by 8, so we are looking at a decimal, so I'm just going to rub some off, make some space. Okay, so I'll just do it properly. So first thing I'm going to do is go 225 divided by 8. How many 8s in 22? 8, 16. How many do I have left over? I've got 6. So now I've got 65. 8 times 8 is 6. 8 8s are 64. So I've got 1 left over. So it's 28 point. How many 8s in 10? 1. 2 left over, drop to 0. How many 8s in 20? 2 and 4 left over, so it's 40. And how many 8s in 40 is 5. So we got 28.125. Now, based from this, we need to take away 27. So if I go 28.125, take away 27, I am ending up with 1.125. So that is what my remainder will be.